What is up, guys? Disco Dracula here, and welcome to this little milestone video. So we actually just hit 300 subscribers, which is fucking amazing. I want to take a second to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed, enjoyed my content, liked my videos, interacted with me in any way. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and it means a lot to me. So some of you guys may know, for the 300 subscriber special, I have been planning on doing a tour of my horror room. I get a lot of questions and compliments and just like general interest about the stuff that's lingering in the background in all my videos. So I figured for 300 subscribers it would be cool to do like a little tour of my horror room and also my PC setup, which, don't get your hopes up, my PC setup is not impressive at all, as you guys will see in this video. So I know this video might not be for everybody. I know some of you guys might not really give a fuck about my room or any of the horror shit that I have, and that's completely fine. That's completely understandable. I am okay with that. But I figured I would do it for the people that are interested because, as I said before, it has been brought up enough to where I felt it was a cool thing to do. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you again so much for 300 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we keep growing the channel and growing the community, and yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Okay guys, as promised, we're gonna do a tour of my horror room. So here's the door you walk into. So when you walk in, we got this little It Chapter 2 backdrop here. This was actually a giant window sign at my job, and I took it when we took the sign down. So that's pretty cool. Over here on this wall, we got a lot of my different autographs here. So for any fans of American Werewolf in London, this is signed by David Naughton, who is the main actor from American Werewolf in London. This is custom carved and painted to look like the slaughtered lamb sign from the movie. Creepshow, one of my favorite movies, that's signed by the actual artist, Ghoulish Gary. We got this poster here from Sleepaway Camp, and Lisa Rose actually signed this when we met her at a convention a few years back. It says, "To Tyler and Casey, meet me at the waterfront after the social." It's a quote from the movie. This is me and my fiance Casey when we met Bruce Campbell. He's super fucking cool in person. He's basically like a cartoon character like you would expect from him. Jeepers Creepers license plate signed by the Creeper. This is signed by the whole cast and crew. This is a script for the movie Bonehill Road. And then we got like a Danielle Harris, Robert Englund, Tyler Labine, Malcolm McDowell. We got all kinds of autographs in here. And then if we back up here, this is my little Halloween display case. So we got some figures up here. This sign's actually from Spirit Halloween. They get some cool stuff sometimes. And then the inside of this glass case is filled with different masks. So these bottom three here are all from Trick or Treat Studios. This one right here is actually a custom made mask. The guy who made it goes by Ford Effects. His masks are insane, as you can tell. Try to get a little detail shot here. I mean, it's just fucking awesome. It looks like it was ripped right out of the movie. That's obviously from Rob Zombie's Halloween there. Moving over here, this is just my little clusterfuck area. This box is just from leftover shirts I have from my company I actually just recently shut down. And then the rest of the stuff is just boxes because we're actually about to be moving into a new house soon. This closet I can't get to right now, but it's filled with a ton of different movie posters, all shapes and sizes. There's probably at least like 100 in there. Got some more Halloween stuff. Our first movie shelf. which from like here up is horror movies. Most of the rest down here is actually like a mix between Asian horror and kung fu movies. I'm a big kung fu martial arts fan as well as horror. So Jackie Chan is my favorite. I fucking love that dude, and all his movies are awesome. So if you don't watch much kung fu, I recommend you do. This movie right here, Dragon Lord, this is one of my personal favorites. All his movies are fucking awesome. He does his own stunts, as you probably know, and it's all just really impressive and cool as fuck. Moving over here, we got a Leatherface bust. This is life size. Zoom in on his face here so you can see the details. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Has like a clear coat paint on it to make it look like slobber and shit. Really fucking cool. Over here, this is a little display case for my friend Harry's movie, The Sidling Hill. Harry directed this movie, and he was cool enough to send me a couple props. This foot right here, and I think that's a hip bone. I'm not entirely sure. They're both signed and everything, and they were screen-used props from the movie. Down here, we got more movies. They're double-faced, which I hate doing. I'm OCD about my movie collection, and this drives me crazy. But as I've said, we're moving into a new house soon. I didn't want to go out and buy another shelf, so right now they're just clustered. Let me move some of this stuff, and I can show you guys some of the movie covers I've designed. Alright, so we'll start with this one. This was a movie directed by my buddy Lucky. He's a very talented dude, obviously called Freak here. You can see it was limited to 50 copies. He did 3 different releases. The one with my cover art was limited to 50. So yeah, pretty cool. If you're a fan of like low budget indie horror stuff, definitely check out Dead Vision Productions. As I said, my buddy Lucky's a very fucking talented dude, and I love everything he does. He directs movies, and he also puts out like other directors' movies as well. And I'm actually wearing, let me flip this around real quick. Yeah, it's backwards, but I'm wearing a Dead Vision shirt. Love you, Lucky. You're the man. Alright, here's another one that I designed. This is for a movie called Mania, as you can see. These are limited to 50 as well. This was put out by my friend Jason. He runs a movie company called Toxic Filth Video, which you can see right there. And he pretty much puts out like a ton of different underground horror movies from around the world. Here is another one I did for Toxic Filth. This is one of the newer ones that I did. So yeah, pretty cool. And here's another one I did, which was also for Toxic Filth. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I love underground, like, low-budget horror movies. They're fucking awesome. Alright, moving on to the bulk of my movie collection here. This is mostly Blu-rays. Most of the DVDs I have are down in here and up here. The majority of this, with the exception of these, which is from a company called Unearthed Films, those are DVDs. But the rest of this is going to be Blu-rays. And I have tons of different ones, as you can tell. I'm pretty bad about it. This is the whole Friday the 13th collection right here. And it's probably very poor quality. I'm sorry. This is the whole entire Halloween collection. And this is including Rob Zombie's remakes as well. Up here, we got some of the bigger box sets that won't fit on the shelves. All the Puppet Masters. I'm really bad. I kind of hoard like my favorite movies, Friday the 13th, as far as like the more mainstream horror icons. Friday the 13th is my favorite. So on top of this one down here, I also have this Blu-ray collection. This is all the movies. And then I also have this DVD collection, which was limited to 50,000. I got 24,270. And it comes with like a little baby Jason mask. It's really fucking cool. And then as you go along here, there's just more box sets. Little Slumber Party Massacre figure. And this is a Night of the Demons figure, which is actually signed by the actress who played Angela in Night of the Demons. Pretty fucking cool. And then I got some posters hung up here, including the one I did for Lucky's Freak. Sorry for the glare. I have really shitty lighting in here. Alright, moving over to the other side of the room here. We got a life-size Good Guy doll. This was made by Trick or Treat Studios. It's probably the closest you can get to like a replica Good Guy doll without spending like a couple $1,000s for a custom made ones. Good Guy dolls get really freaking expensive. Over here, we got more Chucky stuff. These guys over here are 15-inch dolls. They actually, if you click the back, they say phrases from the movie. This was a custom-made little bust by a company called, well, you can't really tell, but there we go, The Butcher Shop. I believe The Butcher Shop is a Canadian company. I don't know too much about them. I actually picked that up at a convention solely because I thought it was cool. All right, so we got a 4-pack of House of a Thousand Corpses right here. This is signed by Sid Haig, who played Captain Spaulding. Rest in peace, Sid. We got Bill Moseley's autograph, which he played Otis in the movie. And then this actually comes with a certificate of authenticity signed by Rob Zombie, so his autograph's in there as well. This is a little beat up. It's an older figure. I bought it that way, but it's still fucking awesome, and I love it. We got a little alien from Mars Attacks right here. This is a life-size bust. And this is a giant hanging mask, which is cool. These are like... this poster was actually limited to the Horror Hound convention, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio. I want to say it was 2018, I believe, was the year you could get it. And it's signed by Alex Vincent, who played Andy. Friends to the End. Super fucking cool for anybody who likes Child's Play. And this guy right here is my buddy Selwyn. For anybody who doesn't know, Peter Jackson, the guy who directed Lord of the Rings, back in the early 90s when he was first starting out as a film director, he made 2 super low budget, like splatter gore fest horror comedies, and they're fucking awesome. The first one's Bad Taste. The second is Dead Alive, which is where this little guy comes from. He's a zombie baby. My fiance fucking hates him. Moving on to our little creep show area. So we got the newer NECA figure that just came out. This is actually for the show that's on Shudder, which is pretty cool. We got a comic book right here. A badass poster, which was also designed by Ghoulish Gary, the same guy who did that one over there. I love the colors on this thing, like the neon purple, pink, and blues and stuff. It just looks fucking awesome. And then this guy. This is a life-size custom-made bust based off of the Creeper from Part 2, which Tom Savini was actually the Creeper in Part 2. So, yeah. I actually picked this up from my buddy Chris. Chris, if you're watching this, I love you, dude. You're fucking amazing. Down here, I got some Freddy Krueger stuff, a couple figures. This is Billy from Saw. So I'm not a huge fan of Saw. This is actually more of Casey's. It's just in my room right now because we didn't have room for it in the living room. Moving on over, we got a little Evil Dead stuff. We got the Ashy Slashy puppet right here, which right now I have it sitting on a paper towel roll just so it'll stand. Give me a second and I'll take it out. See? It's an actual puppet. It's pretty fucking awesome. Alright, this guy right here is one of my prized possessions. This is a custom-made Necronomicon. It's made with silicone on the front here, so it feels like actual fucking skin. It's nasty and I love it. And when you flip it open, It has actual, like, designs from the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead remake. Not the original. But yeah. It's pretty awesome. If you guys have seen the remake, that's the scene where she boils herself alive in the shower, pretty much. And then the back few pages here, whoop, you can see her blank. The guy who made this left the pages blank on purpose. His idea was you can get autographs and stuff in there. All right, moving up, we got some Tim Ritter posters. Tim Ritter is a fucking amazing director. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, I recommend checking out Killing Spree or Truth or Dare. Both fucking awesome movies. And Tim was kind enough to sign all 3 of these for me. Really cool dude. All right, we got a life-size bust from Zombie Flesh Eaters here. If anybody's a fan of Italian cinema, Lucio Fulci is one of my favorite directors. I fucking love everything he does for the most part. Got Toxic Avenger here. This is actually the Toxic Crusader. The guy that makes these, he makes very good Toxic Avengers. The Toxic Avenger, he does more like a skin color, whereas the Crusader's like green. Because obviously it was a cartoon and they made his skin green in the cartoon. And moving on to the final area of my room. This is my Friday the 13th section. As I stated previously, as far as like horror icons go, this guy right here is my absolute favorite. So we'll start up top. We got this guy, which was made by Ruby's Costume Company. I think it's called like a Grave Walker. It's really fucking cool. This was another sign that I picked up from Spirit Halloween. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen at Spirit Halloween. Got some artwork. This is made to look like Tales from the Crypt, like comic book covers and stuff, so this was really cool. This bust right here, which it actually wasn't a bust when I bought it. When I bought it, it was just the mask. I actually took a mannequin body and cut it down to size, and then I took a styrofoam mannequin head, wrapped it in black plastic. As you can see, if you zoom in close enough, you can tell it's plastic, but far back, it just looks like a hole. We got another bust over here. For any super nerds like myself, you'll know that this mask is totally wrong. That's actually Roy's mask, but it doesn't fucking matter because it looks cool, okay? And then it might be dark, but I got another bust here. The artist that did this one, he actually sculpted this from Kane Hodder's face sculpt. And then over here, we got a couple figures. NECA, McFarlane, and then this little guy here from Mezco. Yeah. Alright, now I guess I'll show you my computer setup here. It's fucking horrible, as you can tell. I got fucking cords everywhere. It looks super trashy. It's a mess right now. I'm sorry. And this isn't the best setup. I need a new computer desk. I want to get one that's like L-shaped so I can get a second monitor and just have more room. I hate how it has this little stand for your monitor because when I'm recording, it looks like I'm kind of looking up in the air. If you guys have ever wondered why I do that, that is why, because it sits up super high. This is my Blue Yeti mic, which you guys might know, but I'm going to say it again. The amazing Mr. Craven sent me this. He was kind enough to send me this. So if you're watching this, Craven, thank you again. You're fucking amazing. Here's my little ring light, which I need a second one to go over here on this side. But like I said, I've been slacking just because I've been holding off until we move into a new house to buy most of this stuff. We got Geralt here. He hangs out with me while I record and edit videos. I fucking love The Witcher. Part 3 Wild Hunt is probably like top 10 favorite games of all time for me. Absolutely love The Witcher. This is just like a $40 webcam I got off of Amazon. I eventually want to upgrade and get a camera because it just looks a lot better. And I can actually pick the camera up and walk around with it. And if I had a camera already, I wouldn't be using my cell phone to record all this. So Yeah, sorry about that. And then over here, this mess is just from when I had my clothing company. I had a scale here where I could ship stuff from home and a printer down here so I can print the labels. But yeah, I don't really mess with any of that anymore. I'll probably put it into storage when we move into our new house. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up my room. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you again for 300 subscribers. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys are watching and interacting and enjoying my content, so thank you all again. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Say bye, Leatherface. Bleh.